Okay, so fingers crossed, I think we might have a house.
Seems like today I'm looking back. Well, maybe tomorrow I'll see further than my little head allows me to.
Hey ladies, it's Wednesday. Sorry I couldn't make a video last week. We actually went out of town on Wednesday, and as you know, living at my parents' house, I do not have internet. So I have to go out to the warehouse, but we left pretty early in the morning to head over to Western Oregon, so I didn't have time to make a video. So this week I don't have a topic just because I'm catching up on all the questions that have been asked again. We had a great weekend though. Jason and I actually took some time for ourselves and went down to Jacksonville, Oregon, and had a nice little getaway at a bed and breakfast, and went to a couple concerts, the Bare Naked Ladies and Michael Franti, and it was such a good time. If you have kids, you know that sometimes it's a good thing to get away from them, and it's even harder to come back. But totally worth it at the same time. Okay, so on to questions. Jamie asked, what was the hardest year of marriage for us and why? And it's not really, my answer isn't really a year, like a certain year, but it was a certain period of time, and it was from pregnancy through about the first 6 months of Xander's life was probably the hardest on us as a married couple. Just because you're bringing in a new life into your lives and you have to figure out how that fits. And I was not a happy pregnant lady, nor was I a gem to be around. So that's why I'm not having any more kids, just because it was not pleasant for anyone around. And I can tell you from personal experience now, having some friends that have been pregnant since, like, it's like looking into a mirror. It's what I was, and I don't even like it. So I don't want to go back. I was not myself. It was not pretty. We're just not going back there. So that was really trying on him, dealing with me. And then it's just finding what works for you as a family. And we had many arguments, lots of tears, lots of tough times, but now we are happier than ever. I'd say the last year of marriage has been one of the best years of marriage, and I hope that they're just going to keep getting better and better. But I'm not a believer in divorce, so that's never an option for us. So yeah, we work through whatever needs to be worked through. So I hope that answers your question. It wasn't a specific year, but I guess if I had to put a year on it, it was probably like our 3rd year of marriage that was the toughest for us, because that's when all that was going on. Megan, I would love to do your makeup. You have wonderful features. You have, your face is amazing. So I would love to do your makeup. Whenever you need it, I'm there for you, because it will be fantastic and it will be great. So yes, whenever you need makeup, I'm there for you. I'm going to leave the thoughts on bisexuality for last. So how I know Callie, it seems like I've known Callie for a really long time, and I don't remember where I met you. I think we met in like preschool or kindergarten, something like that. It's been a long time, but yeah, I think that's when I met you, preschool or kindergarten. One of those two. So, but then we kind of distanced ourselves, I guess. Like, it didn't seem like you were around, and I think that's because you said you moved around a lot, so that might be why. But I think that's where I know you from, preschool or kindergarten. Tara, about your hair. What I would suggest, and this is just a suggestion, I would suggest doing just a lot of like blonde highlights at first to see if you like it. Then if not, it's nothing lost, like they'll grow out or they'll fade out, instead of just jumping in and dyeing it all blonde. So yeah, I would suggest doing highlights, and keep in mind, like, as you can see, being blonde when you're a little bit darker takes a lot of upkeep, so you have to be on it all the time, or else you get lots of roots like I'm showing right now, which I need to get fixed. Okay, so now I will do my thoughts on bisexuality. I am kind of in the same boat as Callie. Because of my faith, I believe that it is wrong, because my faith believes that the institute of marriage is between a man and a woman. That's what the Bible tells us. That's what we believe as Christians. But also on that same hand is Christians also believe in love and acceptance. So I love them and I accept them for who they are. I don't have to love the sin that they do, but I have to love them as people, which is great because I love people. It's not hard to do. So if that's what you choose to do with your life, that's fine. I'm not going to try and change your mind or anything, but it's not for me personally, and I would never choose to go that route. But yeah, so it's, again, kind of the same lines as Callie, and, you know, having Megan on here has definitely shown us a different side of the spectrum, and I enjoy that a lot, and I think the world is great with the diversity. I love just having different points of view, and I think a lot of the times people view Christians as non-accepting or judgmental, or that we hate the people that are gay, lesbian, or bi, and that's not the case, at least in my Christian faith. Where I'm very accepting of those people. I love them, and it's, like Callie said, it's not my place to judge. I believe also that God is the ultimate judge of anyone and everyone, and it's not my place to do it, so he's the one that gets that responsibility, which I'm very, very grateful for, because it is way too much pressure for me. So, yeah, I love them, but I don't have to accept their lifestyle as a good thing. So that's kind of what it is for me as well. So I think that's it for this week. I need to ask someone a question though. I like these controversial topics of like bisexuality, and I'm coming to notice that kind of everyone on the channel has differing opinions, and I really like that we have a good blend, but at the end of the day we can come together and still like just agree to disagree. Like I love that I can surround myself with people that can disagree with me, but we can still get along and have a good time. So anyways, I just want to know what everyone's opinion is on the death penalty. If you are for it, if you are against it, and why or why not. I'll just share mine real quick, just because I can. Because it's my day and I can do what I want. It's hard for me, going back to being a Christian, because the death penalty is killing, it's a human taking another human's life, and I'm always, again, with the judging thing, it's not my place to judge. I'm not the person that judges someone's sin and says it's above or below another one, and really in the end God thinks that all sins are equal, so it doesn't really matter. But so it's kind of hard for me, but I'm very against the death penalty. I think, again, it's not my place to say his or her life isn't worthy of still living and they can't redeem themselves. So I know, which is kind of weird because I'm also a Republican, so that doesn't go with that either. It's kind of one of those issues that I can't understand. It's just hard to understand how everyone gets to the point that what they do and don't believe in. I hope this is making sense. I don't feel like I'm making sense, but that's okay. So, I don't believe in the death penalty. I do think that there should be repercussions for what people do, and I almost want to take out an eye for an eye. So if they, murder someone, they have to be murdered. But again, that goes back with the death penalty, me not believing in it. So it's a very hard subject for me to wrap my brain around. But as of right now, I'm saying I don't believe in it. So there's that. Take it as you will, and I love to hear what you guys have to say about it. So that question goes out to everyone, and Jamie, I will see you tomorrow.